Throughout the history of the car, perhaps the most desirable and sought after of all has been the Roadster. Satisfying people's longing for freedom and offering a wind-in-your-hair experience, they epitomise the sheer joy of driving. But unlike many of today's Roadsters, one car that has managed to maintain its mystique throughout its life is the Lotus Elan. But even now, why do people want an Elan?
So why did I buy an Elan? Well, I had two Lotuses before this one, and I had to sell them, you know, buying houses, that kind of thing. And I can't tell you what a gap that left in my life at the time. And just had an overwhelming desire to replace it with another one. You know? Just it really gets to you. And so as soon as I could afford it again, I bought this car.
So if you fancy trading in your modern Euro box for a classic Elan, how much is it going to set you back?
When I bought this car, it was in pieces. It had been used for 4 years by its first owner, and then it was damaged. And when I bought it, it had been repaired but not finished. So it was very cheap. I paid about £2,000 for it, and I probably spent another £2,000, you know, finishing it off. And that was mid-80s, back in the mid-80s. By today's standards, probably, I don't know, 15, 16,000, maybe 20,000, I really don't know.
What about the car's reliability?
If something does go wrong with one of these, there's not that much that is going to cost you a lot of money. The only real serious thing is engine problems, and I haven't had any major engine problems. But if you maintain the car and you check it out and you try and anticipate things before they actually go wrong, then you can avoid most of those problems. And a lot of the unreliability things associated with Lotuses and other cars of this type in the past have been due to people not understanding them properly. If you know what you're doing, you know, you can avoid most of the problems.
Despite the Elan's undoubted talents, has Neil ever considered changing his car?
I have actually considered changing this car for a Lotus Elise. I think it's taken them all this time to build a car that is the same kind of vehicle, the same kind of experience as the Elan was, and that was the only car that I would change for this.
In a world where cars are becoming more and more alike, it's easy to see why cars such as the Elan are judged to be classics. Offering bags of fun and an uncompromising driving experience, the Elan, unlike many of today's cars, is sure to be just as sought after in another 30 years.